Hi there. So I would like to add to my video that I posted earlier today about taking time to recenter yourself in the midst of all of this trauma, anger, outrage. I really stress that because of collective fear grids. And this is a concept that I brought up when I did a COVID-19 channeling with Elizabeth Cheever. Um, collective, let me explain what a collective fear grid is. It's when you when you feel the enragement and anger from the collective for a particular situation, it could be anything, and then you latch on to the continuous cycle of outrage and fear, and it, instead of feeling, tapping into yourself, you continuously have an open channel, an open funnel to these collective fear grids, and you don't even realize it. And that's what I mean by spiraling. And that's why it's so important to learn how to recenter and connect back to yourself, because that's really the only way to get out of it. Or you can have someone help you can get out of that fear grid. We're all one source, so it's very easy to slip into this any type of collective grid, and it can be completely useful and purposeful, but it's also important to maintain what is yours to own, meaning your body, your feelings, what is completely yours versus what is another energy that you're tapping into. So when you're seeing traumatic imagery constantly, when you're seeing videos that induce trauma constantly, that can continuously feed into those collective fear grids and those trauma loops. So the reason why it's also important to disconnect from that and recenter into yourself is so that you can get guidance on what to do next. Because when you're in that fear grid, most likely, how are you going to take action next? What are you going to create next? Whether it's stillness, whether it's taking action on whatever it is that angered you. And action can be deciding to be still. Action can be deciding to speak up and use your voice. But how can you do that authentically without recentering yourself and tapping back into your heart space? So I'm not telling you what to do or how to feel. I'm just advising on what the collective fear grid is and how it's being utilized. So, and this has happened with the virus, and it's exploding everywhere. It happened with politics. It's happening everywhere. And it's so easy to get trapped in that fear grid and to lose yourself in it. And since the beginning of the year, like when I've been channeling Kali Ma, she's been stressing the importance of being in your body and feeling at home in your body. And that's so that you can identify your soul's essence, your soul frequency, so you know when you're in it and when you're out. And when you're tapped into a grid that's not really benefiting you necessarily. So let me know if you have any questions about that. Again, I'm going live tonight. YouTube Live, Alana Heavenly, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Did a lot of videos today. I did 2 already. Okay. Have a good one.